All right, gang. Welcome back to another Checo Forex live stream. I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening. Hopped on super late today, but just kind of wanted to go over the charts a little bit. Not sure if we're really gonna get any positions tonight, but my goodness, look at this move right here. Let me delete this. I want to kind of go over this somewhat of a basic analysis that I had earlier today. Let me go into the 1 hour. Yeah, this is the NAS 100 chart, right? Let's take a look here. This is I have marked this up a little bit earlier in the day. So um I have marked up a trend line like this one here, and had this horizontal support right on this low right here. I had initially up here, right here, um, but I waited for the break of this low here. I'm sorry, no, I apologize. I was looking at that, but no, this is what I did here. I actually had it here, right here. So this is how I had it marked up. Notice how this wicked and tapped right into that, bounced up. This tapped into it, right? This is where we broke below and this fake out and got pushed back up, and then we made that high here, right? That kind of taps into that trend line. Then we had to push all the way down here. We caught this sell here on my signals platform during the day, and then we started correcting, into the early morning hours, and we came up. I thought we were gonna tap into the trend line once again before we got pushed down, but once we got this bearish close here, we started trickling down, right? When this wick below, I said, man, if this candle closes under here, then we should be good to go. But it pulled back up. This candle makes a top wick. When this candle closed below, I switched over to the 30-minute, and then this was the play I took on this trade today, and we made a nice bag on this. Yeah, this is how I did. And then I went to the 30-minute. Once this thing pushed down, then I used this as the support, right? And my entry came this way here. So once we got the confirmation, right, we closed below on the 30. When this candle pulled up and made this top wick here, once it tapped into it to retest the broken level, I took my entry right here. And we caught this whole move down to here. It hit our TP long ago, but we caught this beautiful move down here. And it was amazing. It was amazing. So a great trade there. Right now, I don't know if we're gonna see a retest. So let's say, give you an example of what could possibly happen, right? You might get a retest up here, right? Get that retest there, and then continue to drop down here. We're going downside. I'm sorry, this is the gold chart. Apologize, I did this on gold. But either way, I think we're gonna get a push back up on gold here. And once we retest, it might not be that much of a correction, I don't think, but we already broke below this support. Now we can come and retest it and then come down. So we could see a little bit of a push up, but we'll wait and see. But that's the move here on gold. I'm waiting for some sort of like pullback. I'll probably look at the fib retracement levels to see more or less what area here we're going to pull up, or we're going to come back up and retest that previous support and our resistance. Hey, Sean, what's going on, brother? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to wait on, right? So I'm going to just be patient, right? Let's take a look at the NASDAQ here. Yeah, that gold move was beautiful, actually, right here. We caught that whole move down. Oh, here you see it. This is where it looks good on the it almost played out like gold, but on the NASDAQ, notice how I had that trend line here on the 1 hour. I had that trend line like this, and this is where it actually went up to retest here. So this whole move here, this happened in the early morning hours here, right? So we were trading down here, and when it tapped into there and it started respecting and rejecting from there, after this correction, I said, if we get a closure below, this thing should rip. And look at this candle here. And I'm trying to drag this up. Here we go. So when this candle closed and broke below, look at this candle came up, made a top wick, and just like gold, I took it right at the resistance right here. And boom, we caught this move on NAS today on my signals platform. Yeah, we took profit. I think we took profit right around 400. I think it was. Yeah. So yeah, we right when it started making this correction here. So on the way down, it hit our TP right here. Yeah, right on this candle here. Then we got that correction, but we were already out of the trade. It hit our TP. Then it came up, and then it dumped a lot more. And I think this thing is not going to stop anytime soon. I mean, going to the 4-hour here. Notice where price is here, and look at this support. So if I take this line here and place it right here, notice what key level we're at right now. Look at this off the 4-hour time frame. So look at this support. Look at that beautiful support here. We have broken below here. When we came up, that previous support was resistance, got rejected, and then we broke above it. Then it turned support once we broke out, and it pumped up from there. Now we came right back to that level, and look at how we're trading. And if you think, looking at the 4-hour candle here, actually, we just got a brand new 4-hour. And look, if you look at price, this let me just mark this up a little. Let me even it out right there. You can tell, see the support here and the support here. Look at how this 4-hour closed below here. It's very possible this thing already got a breakout now that I'm noticing. I would expect a steeper wick though, a steeper top wick, but this thing, next stop for this is all the way down here. About 22,980, 23,000. And then ultimately all the way down here. Wow. Yeah, if we really look at this, man, if we get a steeper wick here, these cells are looking beautiful. Catch a 4-hour breakout like that. Yeah, this thing might bleed out even more. Yeah, the target in... My goodness gracious. If we break this level right here, yeah, if we break this level here, there's nothing stopping it to coming all the way down here. We're coming to 21,000. But I think, you know, this is a good area. Now that we got this breakout here from this support up here and this previous resistance, you see how there's resistance here, support, all that. Yeah, we got 2 potential targets. So first target will be here. Next target will be down here. So yeah, we might be looking for some sell opportunities here, gang. It's not much of a top wick there, but man, we got plenty of range. All right, so we already confirmed that 4-hour broke below, but let's see how this thing starts to push. Look at the 1-hour. Yeah, you see it off the 1-hour too. Yeah, this thing is... I'm interested, gang. Ideally, after the breakout here, we come up, make a top wick. I would, you know, maybe at the break of the lows, but you know, this thing has to flip bearish here. But you know what? I don't even mind taking this sell here. Looks tempting here. I took a sell here. I'm gonna give it a shot, gang. I'm gonna give this a shot right here. Yeah, I will be adjusting the stop loss. Is going to be above the previous 1 hour high though. That's going to be the risk. Yeah, so we got in right here, and my stops are going to be just above that previous 1 hour wick right there. And the target, I'm gonna just go for that first range, which is down here. Yeah, right down here. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a big trade here. This move is crazy. We get that move down. Let's see. Yeah, it's a small risk here. I'm not, if it comes up, re-breaks the previous 1 hour highs, this thing might make a bigger correction. But I'm trading the breakout. So again, this could have been a drop. Even though it cracked below here, it could still come up and make a bit of a correction up and then continue to move down. But this trade I took it because the 4 hour and the 1 hour closed below support and broke. So I'll give it a shot. I'm not risky much, so I'm good. I'll let it play out there. Yeah, I'm risking like 50 pips here. -15-minute FEG. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Sean. Oh, yeah, right here. I see it, Sean. It might reject from here if it holds. Where's my? I can never find these things. Oh, here it goes. There's an FEG right here on the 15-minute. Right there. Yeah, good. That was a good catch there. But it formed. Now it formed. Oh no, it didn't. This one was validated. Yeah, look at that rejection, Sean. Good catch, bro. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that would be a good move for the stops actually, because I could have it above the FEG here. Because if it invalidates the FEG, it probably will come up, make a bigger correction. But let's see. Let's see if it doesn't invalidate this FEG on the 15-minute here. I actually keep it here. I'm gonna keep it on this 15-minute chart here just to see how it reacts to this FEG here. But this level should respect here because you see we came down to 15-minute. You see the breakout below the yellow line here, and now we're coming up. As we break out, right, we come up to retest to continue down. But market does what it wants. If this thing rips up and closes above the FEG here, I might eat shit. I might just get out of the trade. I won't even wait for it to come up here because if we invalidate this FEG, it's probably gonna come down, retest FEG, and then continue to move up. But if we respect it, right, then this thing should continue to drive down. Or you're looking for it to break up. It could be possible. Could be possible. The fact that we broke out though could be tough for this thing. But if you also look in the bigger time frames, I mean, if you look at it, we've been coming down, 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 down. I mean, this is a bearish move. So it's, a correction, that 4 hour top weight could definitely come up before it flips. So excuse me. Go back to that 15. I just want to keep an eye on it. See. I'll see how it reacts here on the 15-minute. If we do invalidate it and we break out, I'll probably just jump out early and minimize my loss. And it's respecting that FEG there, getting pushed back down. Again, this could be that 4-hour top wick, right? All these green candles here on the 15th. Looks like it's the 4-hour making that top wick, but you know, this thing could definitely go up higher if anything. But I would confirm that if we, you know, break and close above this FEG. Man. Oh, you were buying the pullback? Yeah, man. It shows signs of a pullback a couple times. You know, over here you got that nice push up. You know, you could have thought that correction was coming, but look at that flip back down. Then here starts pumping back up. You get this wick up, closes like this. I mean, look at that wick. And then this, yeah, it was a lot of chop. Yeah, right here. And right here, that reversal never came out, man. Yeah, we caught that entry right here, man. We caught in 23,640, I think was our entry on my signals platform. We caught this entire move down. It was wild today. Oh, on this pullback here. Yeah, yeah, it's tough, man. It was tough to gauge, but from my understanding, I mean, I don't have it up here on my OBS to share with you guys. But from my understanding, I think Nvidia broke a close below on the daily time frame. I think on a very key level of support. So you know, a correction could probably be due soon. Maybe come up to the 50%. Maybe, like I said, it was a big move down. I mean, you know, it can maybe come up, maybe to about this area here. Maybe make a little bit of a pullback up here, and then continue. But yeah, I think we're gonna see some more selling pressure because Nvidia is gonna drag the market down with it. So that's what I think is gonna happen with the Nasdaq, at least with the Nasdaq. Let's see if we get something here. Yeah, we got 2 minutes of this candle closing, and I mean, it's 2 minutes, so let's see. Still time for it to break if it's going to, but so far it's looking like it's respecting this FEG here. Let's see. Hopefully, once this candle closes, next candle can continue to drive down. Alright, yeah, so 15-minute close. It closed bullish, but closed below support and also respected the FEG. So let's see if we get a top wick here. So we tap into that FEG and then we get the flip down. Oh man. Oh, there we go. It's pushing up here. I might have this on a short leash. Like I said, if we do invalidate this FEG, I'll just jump out the trade and cut my losses. Yeah, guys. So if you guys are interested in joining my Signals platform, my email's in the link in the description there. You can send me an email, and I'll give you the breakdown, and we can look into adding you into my Signals platform. So if you're interested, just send me an email. I'll be back. I'm gonna go get something to eat real quick, and I'll be right back. Let this candle print. I'm gonna keep an eye on it though. I'm not gonna let it run too much. Still here? I was looking to push above. Let's see. No bottom wick on this 5 minute. If this 15-minute were to flip bearish and close below, then that would be nice actually. Start pushing down, but yeah, we close above this FEG. I'm probably gonna get out. But I'll wait for the close. What are you gonna do, Nas? It's currently trading above that support. Yeah, you can see the the new 4 hour, right? We got a strong bearish closure here, but this 4 hour, could come up, make a top wick before it flips. But this could be the top wick here. We'll tap into that 15-minute FEG and then flip. Once that 4 hour flips and re-breaks the previous this previous 4 hour low, once we break that low, this thing is coming all the way down. It should fill at least that first range, but then remember that next target is this one down here. Yeah. But that 4 hour top wick can be pretty steep. It can come up and sweep the previous 4 hour highs before it flips. There's not a lot of volume tonight, so I don't see that happening, at least not for a few hours if that's what it's intended to do. But yeah, this thing respects that and starts flipping bearish. This thing is gonna tank. I'm still bearish though on indices, but doesn't mean this won't make a bit of a correction. It's possible, you know, but we got the breakout. Reason why I got in and then waited for that top wick is because the 4-hour and the 1-hour both closed below that support. So I traded the 4-hour breakout here. But you know, sometimes that top wick can be pretty steep sometimes, and it happens, right? All right. Yeah, 15 minutes still respecting here. Let's see what it wants to do. Pulling back down, gang. Let's go. Oh man, if this 15-minute flips, this is gonna be crazy. Let's see. All right, we got about 3.5 minutes. It's pumping, right? Yeah, Sean. Look at. Well, I mean, it peaked up here at the very top, but look, it's not. Hasn't invalidated it. It's actually pulling back down with like 3 minutes left on this candle. Yo, this 15 minutes gonna flip bearish, Sean. Yo, if this 15 flips bearish, it could even push down. If it takes out these lows, this thing is gonna rip. Oh wait, it's going back up now. Oh, 2.5 minutes left. Oh snap! This is pulling back up. What, Nas? What are you doing? All right. Well, if it closes above the FEG and it validates that, then the market is definitely gonna make a move. Yeah, here it broke here, Sean. Like, yeah, the wick kind of, yeah, it kind of broke above it a little bit. Oh, you're talking about well, on your 15-minute chart, it broke the FEG already? Was it? I mean, I'm on Trade Locker, so I don't know. Maybe the platform or the broker is different, I guess, but it hasn't invalidated it on this chart yet. It's about to invalidate it though. What do we got? Like a minute and a half. Let's see. And it's at the very top of the FEG right here too. Oh, that's right, Trade of 8. Yeah, it's definitely well. One thing. How much time? It's still got like about 40 seconds. I mean, it's still up there. It hasn't invalidated as far as what the FEG is, but it's closing back in the range. Uh, I might, yeah. Let's see. I'll let the candle close. I might close this trade out here, but I want to see if this thing can give us a bottom wick and might have a chance to close at BE at least and avoid a loss. But we'll see. We'll see. I think at this point, all right. So right here, it respected the FEG. It closed inside the FEG, but I think I think this thing is about to pull up here. I'm going to lower my risk right to the body of this 15-minute wick. Yeah, that's going to be my stop right there. I lowered it from the top here. I brought it all the way down to the top of this 15-minute body candle right here, the second right one. Just above the FEG here. If it taps me out there, I'm good. Yeah, I cut it by 40 pips. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I cut my loss a little bit more there. If it taps me out there, then I'm good with it. If it flips from here, great. Yeah, Sean, you're gonna get your reversal here. If it does go up, Sean, let me see. So where well, you're trading on the 15-minute. Where would your targets be? Well, you have one resistance here. You have this one here, this high, off of this correction here, and then off of this correction here, and then at the very top. So I mean, you have like three potential targets. I would say two. I would make this my first target right here. I would go up to this high here. If anything, have a runner to come up and retest because this thing came down. It could come up here and retest and then continue down. So yeah, you might get a good correction here, but if anything, it should come up at least halfway. 410. Yeah, that's why. Well, my TP was at 400 when I took the sell up here, but 450, 420, 410. But you're on trade so I'm assuming you're right up here. You're on trade locker here is at 423, but that could be your 410 right here, probably. Or is it this wick right here? Yeah, this wick is 400. Yeah, but you'll be right around here. Yeah, it's not bad. Is it flipping here? Oh shoot. Oh, wait a minute. Remember this for me here, this 15-minute never invalidated. Oh, we're flipping here. But it probably just came down to make this bottom wick. It did close above resistance, though. It closed back in the range here, so this could be a bottom wick for this thing to move up. If it does start to come down, should be good. Sean, it's insane, bro. But you got this going for you, Sean. Well, on TradeOvate it invalidated the FEG. It didn't do it here though, but this previous 15 did close back in the range though. So we got to break back above after we broke out. So let's see. I don't know. This 15-minute candle is going to be crucial because if we do pull back down and close back below the range, back below support here, this thing is going to continue to move down, Sean. So you might want to consider managing risk. What time is it? Yeah, it's still got 10 minutes, Sean. Oh, it broke the previous 15-minute lows here. Okay, here we go. Bam. This thing is flipping back down, Sean. Yeah, a lot of the fake outs. But dang, on TradeOvate, it said it invalidated the FEG, but it didn't do it here. So that could be deceiving, to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Look at that. Wow, we're in profit here now. Sean, I would I don't know, man. I would manage risk, bro. You don't I wouldn't want this thing to drive down to these wicks down here and you're stuck in that drawdown. This thing's supposed to be right here. There we go. Okay, you cut out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this 15-minute flip. Yeah, so it respected this FEG, Sean. And here on this chart, you can see it a lot clearer. We did come up to the top, but didn't validate it. Wicked above it. Now, wow, look at that. I'm up 390 here. Yo, 400. What? Yo, whoa. Yo, hold on, guys. I'm taking partials here. God dang it. $800. Partial close here. All right, I closed partials there, and I'm going break even here. Yep, I went BE there, secured. I don't know how much it was I secured. I know I closed partials. I did it kind of quick then. Wow. All right, let's see. We run down to the bottom of the range. Yo, this thing is running here. Yeah. Oh snap! Wait, I gotta do it here. Yes. I'll check now, but let me. Who my stop was to be? Yeah, I put it at 1 pip and a half or so. Yeah, right there, just below my entry. Yeah, how much was that partial? Yeah, I made $377 on that partial, and now we're running here. If we sweep this low here, these wicks here, right around here, I'll take another partial and then hold a small run of risk free, and I'll call it a night. This thing is running. You see, we get a bigger push down here, right to these wicks right here. Come on, come on, Nas. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's running about $627 in profit. I wanted to come down, and once it taps into these wicks down here, I'm taking another partial, and that'll, yeah, I would have closed 80% of my position. I'll leave a small runner just running down to the bottom. Here we go. Yep. Oh, just a little bit more. Okay. Come on, try again. Did it get there? I could have taken the partials there. It was close enough. Maybe we'll get it now. Let's see. All right. Come on now. There we go. Oh, whoa. All right. Boom. Close partials there. Wow. Look at that 1,000. And I just took partials there. Yep. Wow. Man, that thing spiked down like crazy. What was that partial? Dang, I backed 1,067 on that. Holy moly. This thing is driving, bro. Well, Sean, I'm glad you kind of took that sell at the end there. Yeah, I closed 80% of my position now. Yeah, man. Oh, there's 1,000 not 1,067. It was 1,067 total on the two partials. That's what I have. Yeah, I made a, yeah. I saw the top when I thought it was that single profit from that partial, and it spiked down. Yeah, I closed a 3 lot, but it's crazy how it doesn't give you the exact breakdown, just the total. It's all good though. I'm break even here. Got a small runner. You know, I'll give it some. What time is it? I'll wait for this 15 minutes. I don't want this thing to flip up and I'll lose my profits here. I'll wait to see how this closes. Yeah, we should start. Look at that. We got the breakout, the retest, and now this thing should start driving here. Swept these lows here. You know, and candles closing in 3 minutes. I'll just look on the 1 hour. You see that top work here. So yeah, so we got the bullish closure. Look at this, and it swiped the lows. So it broke the highs of the previous 1 hour, right? We wicked above it, then flip, and we just broke the previous highs. That means the 4 hour flipped. Look at the 4 hour, gang. Look at that. You see what I told you? It was the 4 hour making a top wick. Now we just broke the previous 4 hour lows. This thing should drive. So it's pulling back up here. It should drive down here, gang. Yeah. Yeah, this thing should drive further down. Like I said, the first stop, there's no support till down here. All this clean range. This thing is looking to drop. This little runner here is looking good. It look good. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm already risk free on this trade here, gang. I let this thing just play out on its own. Right there. Switch over to the 30-minute. Yeah. Very nice right here. right. Well, currently running about $400 in profit here. Still got all this range to come down. This is gonna be a nice profit. I definitely secure something. I really don't hold trades much like that. You know, I secured over $1,000 on this drop right here. I'm good with that, and everything else it's a bonus. At this point, no risk on this trade, no loss. If this thing drops, great. I advise everybody at this point, you know, make sure you at least go break even here. You know, don't leave any risk open here. So if you're in this trade when I got in, you know, just make sure you go break even. If you're, you know, if you haven't taken any partials, I would advise, you know, take some partials. Look, we got a nice drop down. You know, it's good to secure something in the bag and go break even. And if it runs, it runs, you know, and like I said, that's a bonus. Yeah, wow, this thing's almost at, it's running nearly $500 here. Wow. Oh, beautiful trade, man. All right. Well, gang, for me, it's almost midnight. I'm gonna cut the stream a little short here. Excuse me. I'm gonna leave this runner here. I'm gonna leave it here, and let's see. Like I said, I already secured 80% of my position. This is just a small runner. I'm risk-free, break even on the trade. The targets, again, if you go to the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the target is this 4 hour support. So you go to the 4 hour chart, we're trading here. If you go to this support right here, that's what the TP is overall. Well, we might get there during London, maybe not. We might get a push back up, who knows, but we're risk-free. And if I wake up tomorrow morning and this thing is at the target, well, then that's a blessing. All right, gang, so you guys have it there. Yeah, I'm glad I got on stream. You know, I wasn't planning on it. I got in super late. I usually don't get on this late for Asia, but I'm glad I did. And Sean, I'm glad you got out of those buys, bro, and took this sell. You should definitely you'd be set to make some money, because this thing is looking to drop down here, brother. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, trader's running $500 right now, so yeah, like I said, let's see what happens. Let it run there. All right, everyone, I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a blessed, a safe night. Keeping it short and sweet, and yeah, I'll probably stream the pre-New York session. I did it this morning, so I'll probably be on around 6:30 in the morning, more or less Eastern time. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably pop on, and we might see where this trade is at. I'm gonna leave the charts just like this, and see whether it took us out or not. I'll find out in the morning. All right, gang. Everybody have a safe and blessed night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.